Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is our last official lesson, I guess, of solving equations for this year. So we're going to focus today on using the tool of distributive property to solve equations. Okay, now distributive property kind of stands out to us when we see a number outside parentheses, okay, and we know it could be distributed into those parentheses. Now, sometimes distributing is exactly what you want to do, absolutely without question, because it simplifies your equation for you. Sometimes the fact that this is already separated could make things easier for you down the road. So I'm going to show you two examples. One is I'm going to distribute first. One is I'm going to use the fact that I have a distributed factor already to simplify my equation in a different way. The truth is, if you're not sure, just distribute and do it. Okay, that is the safe method. This other method I'm going to show you with this problem is more efficient. It's absolutely more efficient. But if you find it to be complex, if it's the thing you're tripping over, you don't have to go there yet. Okay? So that's the plan that we're going to go with right now. Okay? So at this point, I have a 7 and the quantity 2x minus 4. Okay? So I have these two factors on one side of the equation. And we know that the equation equals, or that the value on both sides must be 52. So this somehow has a value of 52. Obviously, this has a value of 52. Well, let's just start with distributing. 7 times 2x, 14x. 7 times negative 4, negative 28. And then 52 stays 52. Now we revisit what we did in our last video. Y is the thing I'm wanting to isolate. I'm sorry, X is the thing I'm wanting to isolate. Sorry about that. So I want to move everything away from X. I'm peeling away the layers to get X isolated. Instead of negative 28, I'm going to add 28 to both sides. Okay. And now I have 14x equals 80. Now, notice that when I solve an equation, the equal signs stay lined up. I show the step. I'm going to show the next step. You do not skip steps. Okay. Now, 14 times x, the inverse operation, would be divide by 14, divide by 14. Okay. So that leaves us with x equals, well, whatever 80 divided by 14 is. Okay. Try a 5, 0, 2, 5, 7. Okay. So I'm in good shape. How many 5s go into 100? Okay. So 5 can go into 120 times. That should be 5.2. Oops, I take that back. How many 14s can go into 100? I knew I was backwards. Okay. So I go ahead and I work it out. And it's going to be 7 and then a 1. It's going to kind of keep going. So I'm going to use my approximate symbol here, that x is approximately 5.71, or x is 5 and 10/14, 5/7. See how the fraction answer is so precise? But either one would work. Okay? Now on this next one, I'm going to show you what would happen if I don't distribute first. What could I do differently? Instead, this whole thing is being multiplied by -8. So right off the very first step I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this whole thing by -8, and I'm going to divide this by -8. These cancel each other out. So I have x plus 0.3. And then 3.6 divided by -8. Positive divided by a negative is negative. Boom. Oh, that's a really simple one-step equation now. So now I have plus 0.3. I'm going to use the inverse operation of subtracting 0.3 on both sides. And the value of x is, okay, and notice these canceled out. These are both negative. So I'm going to go deeper into the negative hole. Okay. Now, ones like this, equations with 2 steps, equations solving distributive property, you're going to do some try problems. Then you're going to come to class and we're going to do some practice. And then next week, we're going to practice some more. These take a little bit of time, a little bit of just give and take, and you will get them. Very proud of you. Can't wait to see you in class again.